What's up, everybody? Today we're diving into the fascinating world of hydroponics. You ever see those amazing videos of people growing tons of food in their garage or basement? Well, a lot of those are using hydroponics, and the cool thing is, it's not as intimidating or complicated as you might think. Basically, hydroponics is like giving your plants a VIP upgrade. Instead of sitting in soil, their roots chill out in a nutrient-rich water solution. Kind of like a spa treatment for your herbs and veggies. And the best part? It's not just for expert gardeners. In this video, I'm breaking down the top 5 hydroponic systems that are perfect for beginners. We'll explore how each system works, what plants thrive in them, and even weigh the pros and cons so you can choose the best one for your green thumb goals. Let's get our hands dirty. Well, not actually dirty, that's the point. First up, we've got the Kratky method. And let me tell you, this one is about as straightforward as it gets. Imagine this. You've got your plant nestled into a net pot, its roots dangling down like they're about to go for a swim. And guess what? They basically are. The magic of the Kratky method lies in its simplicity. You've got your plant in its net pot, suspended above a reservoir of nutrient solution. The roots grow down into that solution, getting all the good stuff they need. Now here's the cool part. There are no pumps, no fancy timers, it's just pure low-maintenance hydroponics. This method is all about letting those roots breathe. See, in traditional setups, roots are constantly submerged, but with Kratky, there's a gap of air between the water level and the plant's base. This air pocket provides oxygen to the roots, which is super important for healthy growth. Now, what kind of plants dig this laid-back vibe? Think leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, and herbs. They're the perfect candidates for Kratky. You can even grow peppers and strawberries if you're feeling adventurous. But like with anything, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. Since you're not constantly circulating the nutrient solution, you've got to keep an eye on the water level and top it off as needed. And because the solution is just hanging out, it's crucial to use the right nutrient mix and monitor the pH level to prevent any unwanted algae parties. But honestly, for a beginner, the Kratky method is like the training wheels of hydroponics. It's super simple to set up, easy to maintain, and it's a great way to dip your toes into the water, so to speak, without getting overwhelmed. Alright, ready to level up? Let's talk about deep water culture, or DWC for short. This system is like the Kratky method's slightly more adventurous cousin. It's still beginner friendly, but it adds a bit more excitement to the mix. Picture this. Your plants are still chilling in their net pots, but this time, their roots are taking a full-on dip in a constantly oxygenated nutrient bath. We're talking about a reservoir of water enriched with all the good stuff plants need, with an air pump and air stone working together to keep those roots happy and bubbly. Think of it like a jacuzzi for your plants, but instead of getting pruny, they get big and strong. DWC is where things start to get really interesting in the world of hydroponics because this method can lead to some seriously explosive growth. That constant supply of oxygen and nutrients directly to the roots means your plants can focus all their energy on getting big and bountiful. And speaking of bountiful, DWC is a great choice for plants that love to guzzle water and nutrients. Leafy greens still do great in this system, but you can also branch out to bigger, thirstier plants like tomatoes, cucumbers, and even melons. Now before you dive headfirst into the world of DWC, there are a few things to keep in mind. Because the roots are constantly submerged, maintaining the right water temperature is key. Too warm and you risk root rot, too cold, and your plants might throw a growth stalling tantrum. But don't worry, a simple aquarium heater can usually do the trick. And, as with any hydroponic system, monitoring the pH and nutrient levels is crucial. But trust me, when you see how quickly your plants thrive in a DWC system, you'll be hooked. Chapter 3, Nutrient Film Technique, NFT, the steady stream of success. Alright, hydroponic enthusiasts, are you ready to step up your game even further? Let's talk about the Nutrient Film Technique, or NFT for short. This system takes things to the next level with a continuous flow of nutrient solution, but don't worry, it's still manageable for beginners. Imagine this. Your plants are nestled in a slightly sloped channel, and a thin film of nutrient solution is constantly flowing over their roots. It's like a gentle stream providing a steady supply of food and water, ensuring those roots never go thirsty. Now NFT might sound a bit more complex, but trust me, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. The basic setup involves a reservoir, a pump to keep the nutrient solution flowing, and those slightly angled channels where your plants hang out. The beauty of NFT lies in its efficiency. Because the nutrient solution is constantly moving, it stays well oxygenated, preventing those pesky anaerobic bacteria from crashing the party. Plus, it delivers nutrients directly to the root zone, maximizing absorption and promoting vigorous growth. Speaking of growth, NFT is particularly well suited for leafy greens and herbs. Think lettuce, spinach, basil, mint, all those fast-growing plants that love a constant supply of nutrients. You can even grow strawberries in an NFT system. However, there are a couple of things to remember. NFT systems can be more sensitive to power outages, since that constant flow is crucial. You'll also want to make sure your channels are slightly sloped to prevent any stagnant water, which can lead to root problems. But with a little attention to detail, NFT can be a highly productive and rewarding hydroponic system. Plus, there's something mesmerizing about watching that thin film of nutrient solution trickle over your plant's roots. It's like hydroponic meditation. Chapter 4. Ebb and Flow, Flood and Drain. Riding the Hydroponic Tide. Alright, hydroponic explorers, ready for a system that's all about finding the perfect balance? Let's dive into the world of ebb and flow, also known as flood and drain. This method is like the tide coming in and out, providing your plants with periodic bursts of nutrient-rich goodness. Imagine this: your plants are chilling in their pots, nestled snugly in a grow tray. Now here comes the tide. A timer clicks on, a pump whirs to life, and the grow tray slowly fills with nutrient solution, bathing those roots in a delicious cocktail of plant food. After a set time, the tide recedes. The pump switches off, and the nutrient solution drains back down into the reservoir, leaving the roots to breathe and absorb until the next high tide. Ebb and flow systems are great because they offer a nice balance between constant hydration and aeration. The flooding cycle ensures the roots get a good soak, while the draining period allows for oxygen to reach the root zone, preventing any soggy bottom blues. This method is pretty versatile and can be used to grow a wide variety of plants. Leafy greens, herbs, tomatoes, peppers, they all do well in an ebb and flow system. You can even experiment with larger plants like cucumbers and melons. Now, as with any good system, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, you'll want to make sure your grow tray has proper drainage to prevent any unwanted swamps from forming. Second, because the system relies on a timer, you'll need to adjust the flood and drain cycles based on your plant's needs and the growing environment. But hey, that's all part of the fun of hydroponics, right? It's all about experimenting, learning, and finding what works best for you and your plants. And with ebb and flow, you're well on your way to riding the wave of hydroponic success. Chapter 5. Drip System Precision Watering for Hydroponic Pros. Alright, hydroponic heroes ready to graduate to a system that gives you ultimate control over your plant's hydration? Let's talk about the drip system, a method that's all about delivering water and nutrients with pinpoint accuracy. Now imagine this: each of your plants has its own dedicated drip line, like a tiny IV delivering a steady drip of nutrient solution right to the root zone. No more, no less. Just the perfect amount of hydration for optimal growth. Drip systems are known for their efficiency and water conservation. Because the water is delivered directly to the roots, there's minimal waste through evaporation or runoff. Plus, you can customize the drip rate for each plant based on its specific needs, making it a great choice for those who like to fine-tune their gardening game. And when it comes to plant choices, the drip system is a versatile player. You can grow pretty much anything you'd grow in soil, from leafy greens and herbs to larger fruiting plants like tomatoes, peppers, and even cucumbers. But hold on, before you crown the drip system as the ultimate hydroponic champion, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. First, because you're dealing with individual drip lines, there's a chance they could get clogged, so regular checks are a must. Second, setting up a drip system can be a bit more involved than some of the other methods we've covered. But hey, if you're up for the challenge and crave that level of control over your hydroponic garden, then the drip system might just be your new best friend. It's like having a team of tiny robots ensuring your plants are always perfectly hydrated. So, there you have it, folks. The top 5 hydroponic systems that are perfect for beginners looking to dive into the world of soil-free gardening. We've covered everything from the simplicity of the Kratky method to the efficiency of the nutrient film technique, the rhythmic balance of ebb and flow, and the precision of the drip system. If you're just starting out, I'd recommend dipping your toes in with the Kratky or deep water culture method. They're super easy to set up and maintain, and they'll give you a great introduction to the magic of hydroponics. Now I want to hear from you. Which system are you most excited to try? Have you had any hydroponic successes or hilarious mishaps you want to share? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome hydroponic tips, tricks, and experiments. Happy growing, everyone!